Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. We're back with more Scarlet and Violet. This is going to be my first booster box that is for myself, so I'm pretty excited about this. I can't wait to see what I pull. Seems like the pull rates are pretty darn good that you're going to get yourself a special illustration rare. About one in every single booster box. You can get booster boxes with 2 illustration rare, and you can also get booster boxes without a single one, so it's not perfect. I just want one decent one. The odds of you breaking even with a Scarlet and Violet booster box right now is not looking good. The average booster box value is probably going to be right around $50 to $60, and considering these go for $120, $130, $140, that's not great odds. But I'm still very excited. I am going to be really interested to see exactly how much value we get inside of today's pack opening. Just for science, I'm just excited to see what we get. When I was opening up all of the team up and tag team sets like Cosmic Eclipse, Unified Mind, team up, I never really thought about the value of the pack opening very much. You do get some pretty cool cards, but you almost never broke even. Breaking even on a booster box of Pokemon cards was unheard of. If you open up booster packs, you were almost guaranteed to lose money. On all the Sun and Moon era sets, all the XY era sets, there was never, ever a Pokemon card that went anywhere near $100. Nowhere near that. An expensive Pokemon card would probably reach around $40 to $50 on the high end. So you never broke even with a booster box. People just didn't open up booster boxes for the pure value. It was really about collecting cool cards. And you didn't really care that you lost value because it was just an entertaining experience. So should you be opening up a Scarlet and Violet booster box, you do have the best bang for your buck with the Scarlet and Violet booster boxes. You certainly get a lot more packs to open than with an ETB or any other product, really. However, if you're someone out there that is, does not have the expendable income right now, I would pass, just because you're going to get some really cool cards like this Professor's Research card, gorgeous card. I'm going to be very happy to add that to my full art trainer collection. Really solid centering on that card. Let's check out the background on it, and it's decent. Ooh, there's a little bit of chipping on the top, but that's pretty solid. You cannot complain when it comes to this kind of quality. You can get way worse. You can get way worse cards than this. So that's a pretty solid one. We're gonna have to top load it immediately. It will probably be anything from a 9 to a 10. Either works for me. So there you go. Pack Fresh Full Art Trainer card. They've definitely upped their game with the Full Art Trainer cards. Back in the day with like the XY era trainer cards, those were really poor quality. Really poor art too. And they did not age well. Some people still collect them just because there's not a ton of graded XY era Pokemon cards, especially for the full art trainers, just because no one really thought it to collect them. So they can be a little bit rare. But yeah, I would say the average value of a Scarlet and Violet booster box, if you were to crack open all of the booster packs and get all of the cards, all the chase cards, and tally them up, you'd probably end up somewhere between, on average, of $50 to $60, which is meaning that you're going to lose half your value immediately. So if that's not your cup of tea, that's completely understandable. That just means you can purchase the singles on the secondary market. You can buy the 2 most expensive Pokemon cards from Scarlet and Violet for the same price as a booster box, maybe even a little bit cheaper, which is actually a pretty good thing, because are you going to pull the top 2 chase cards of Scarlet and Violet, which is currently the Miriam Special Illustration Art and the Miraidon EX Special Illustration Art, both of those cards combined? You're probably not going to pull both of those cards inside of any product, any booster box. It's going to be extremely unlikely, so you're better off just buying them on the secondary market. We see something real sparkly. I do like some sparkles. Miraidon EX Special Illustration. No, this is not the Special Illustration. This is the Rainbow Gold Hyper Rare. Let's just go with that. It's got 3 gold stars right there. Very poor centering, but nice card. Nice card. Very top heavy and barely any border at all on the bottom there, but it is a very cool. Oh, we got a double Miraidon pack. That's pretty cool. I think I told you guys, but one of my top pulls is I want to pull 3 Miraidon cards in a row. So you get like a holographic reverse Miraidon, a Miraidon EX, and maybe on the back you get another Miraidon EX or just a holo rare Miraidon. So that was pretty close to being a triple Miraidon booster pack, which is what I'm currently looking for. That's a gorgeous card as well. A shame on the centering, but that's pretty good. This is turning to be a better booster box than the one that the Pokemon Company sent me. So it just goes to show you, if you want better pulls, you gotta pay yourself. So yeah, I would say Scarlet and Violet, very strong set. It's gonna be fun. If you haven't opened any yet, then it's still worth it to crack open a couple booster packs just to experience yourself the brand new set, especially with these gray and silver border cards. It looks very different. They still look kind of like Japanese cards to me. I see a stack of these cards on my table, and I just think, why do I have a bunch of Japanese cards? We got ourselves the Mabosstiff special illustration art right there. Pretty strong one. That's a pretty gorgeous one. There's a new Heracross card that's going to be coming out pretty soon. I think it's drawn by the exact same artist, so I'm pretty excited to see that. So one thing I have to note, I've told a couple of people this, but I don't really like computer generated art, and some people think that just means I'm a Luddite, someone who hates computer products. No, I don't hate them. I specifically dislike the cards that are created by the groups like 5Bond Graphics, because I don't know, I just don't see the appeal of this kind of style. It just doesn't look great to me. I would prefer if they had a little bit more personality inside of their art. So specifically the CG cards by 5Bond Graphics. Those are pretty bad. There's a couple of other CG groups that the Pokemon Company uses, and I just prefer arts like this. There's nothing wrong with this. Is this art drawn by someone on Photoshop or another illustration tool on a software? Probably, but I still think it looks way better than anything that the generic CG company pushes out. So that's really all I mean when I say I'm not a big fan of the CG Pokemon cards. Alright, moving on. So far, very strong booster box. This is exactly what you're looking for. This isn't even that special. Pretty much every single Scarlet and Violet booster box is going to be very, very similar to this. You're going to get yourself a hyper rare card, a special illustration art, a couple of full art cards, hopefully full art trainers and not full art Pokemon. There are some decent full art Pokemon cards, like the full art Miraidon maybe. But in general, I wouldn't want a ton of them. I think I got 2 full art Magnezone EX inside of my last booster box, and I would be so happy if I never see a Magnezone EX again, because 2's enough. 2 inside of a booster box is enough. I really only wanted 1, and that's stretching it still. Looking at our background so far, it looks like we have a decent shot of breaking even. It's not a ton of value, but it's a solid starting point. I think at least we can make our average, which is right around $50 to $60. If I can make the average, I think that's pretty good already. If you are looking to open up something that has a lot more guaranteed value, your best chance is probably going to be with Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith is still a super strong set, and the prices on Crown Zenith have stayed really strong and have actually risen over the past couple of weeks. A lot of Crown Zenith cards are just doing really well. And when I did my 100 booster packs opening of Crown Zenith, we actually got really close to break even. Surprisingly close to break even after 100 booster packs. Considering we didn't even pull one of the top cards. We did not pull any of the top cards. So yeah, if you want to open up something that has a lot of potential value, I still think Crown Zenith is going to be probably the best set of the year. It's unlikely to be beaten until we get our next special holiday set. Something like Crown Zenith will probably come out next year, where we have just a ton of illustration art. You know the Pokemon Company is going to create another illustration Charizard, put it into a set, and it's going to sell super well. They also have a couple of other popular Pokemon that they can choose from, like Umbreon. Rayquaza hasn't had a big chase card in a while beyond Evolving Skies, and that was like 2 years ago, so it's due for another one pretty soon. But yeah, the Pokemon Company does a very... Ooh, there we go. Koraidon EX full art. I'm happy with that. I got this card in a Japanese version, and now I have it in an EX version. So we pulled 2 full art trainer cards right there. Double white stars. What do you guys think of the new rarity system? Is it confusing at all? I find it still a little bit confusing, talking about black star, white stars, and gold stars. But it makes sense to me, and I actually completely understand why the Pokemon Company went this route, since they really just didn't want to do subsets anymore. The subsets can get a little confusing. Having to explain to someone that there is another set of Pokemon cards inside of the official set of Pokemon cards can get a little convoluted, so it makes sense to me. I think the Pokemon Company did a fine job. I still think that we have way too many secret rares, but that's not going to be something that can be solved right now, so it's just something that we're going to have to live with. So it's working so well. I think this set has done really well for itself, so I'm happy that the Pokemon Company seemed to have really hit a sweet spot with the pull rates being decent enough, and we pulled a... Well, is this a second special illustration rare? No, this is our first one, our first big one from this booster box. The Miraidon EX is a triple gold star, and this is a double gold star. So here we have the Jock. That is not the one that I'm looking for. The one that I do want is the Miriam. That's going to be probably my favorite new trainer from the Scarlet and Violet game. And it does definitely deserve the value that it's currently going for a bunch of different reasons. If you look at the card, like the Jock card, it's a really cool card, but has nowhere near the same level of personality that the Miriam card does, right? The Miriam card is just fun, zany, it's very different. They did a good job with that card, the artist. I think it looks really, really cool, so I'm pretty happy about that. I would love to pull that. My other chase card from this set is going to be the Gardevoir EX. We would pretty much want the whole entire storyline set with the Ralts, the Kirlia, as well as the Gardevoir EX. This is a super strong booster box right now. This is exactly what you want from Scarlet and Violet. This is a booster box that has the potential to break even. I still don't think we're going to break even unless we pull one of the top 3 cards from Scarlet and Violet. We're not going to break even. There's only 5 or 6 cards in all of Scarlet and Violet that are above $20. So while this background looks super cool, most of these cards are pretty affordable. So we are for sure above average right now, but we're not at the level that we need to be to really break even. If we even reach like $70 to $80 worth of value, I would be super happy. And that's a strong hit. That's a very strong hit. Gyarados EX. Are we going to see some magic happen with the new Terra Pokemon? Wow, that's my first Gyarados EX. This card is very popular as well. I'm not sure why. I haven't really played much with the new Scarlet and Violet Pokemon cards. I don't know why the Gyarados EX is pretty expensive. I do think there's a full art version of that. I think that's the normal version, so maybe it's the full art version of the Gyarados EX that is expensive. That might actually be the case. I might have gotten too excited. I thought that card might be going for like 20 bucks, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. So we're still going to keep pulling. If we pull one more special illustration rare, having 2 special illustration rare cards inside of a single booster box is rare, but basically it's not impossible. The short answer is it's definitely not impossible. It's rare. It probably happens like 1 in every 10 booster box, but it can happen. So maybe we have a lucky one. We still have plenty of booster packs, so it can happen. I'm pretty happy with these results right now. If you're expecting better results from your own booster box, then I would say you're gonna have to curb your expectation a little bit. This is a really, really strong pack opening, and most people aren't gonna get even this level of results. I think they're gonna get something similar, but this is pretty darn strong, you know. Your special illustration rare could be a $10 card. There's a couple of those inside of this set. like the Iron Treads. I don't think that one is going for much more than $10. So even if you get a special illustration rare, it doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get the one that you want. Doesn't matter that the card's $10. I mean, most people want the Gardevoir EX, the Miriam. There's just better options. The Miraidon, the Koraidon, right? There's nothing wrong with Iron Treads. It's just that it's not the most popular card. But this is how the Pokemon Company does it with every single new set that they release for a new generation. The very first Pokemon card set will introduce you to the brand new legendaries. They did this with Sun and Moon. They did this with Sword and Shield, where the first Pokemon card set was really all about Zamazenta and Zacian. And then the next set will feature a lot of Pokemon from the whole entire set, such as the brand new starters, and they really lean on the new Pokemon for the first couple of Pokemon card sets. They want to showcase this is Scarlet and Violet, these are the cards and the Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. But then as the series grows a little bit older, that's when they bring back the fan favorites. That's when they go, you know, we're bringing back all the major hits. This is where we bring back Rayquaza, we bring back Charizard, Dragonite, Umbreon. We bring back all the fan favorites for the last couple of Pokemon card sets. So yeah, the first couple of Pokemon card sets, don't expect anything too crazy. It's going to be a lot of new Pokemon, which is the right thing to do because these are the most Oh my goodness. Arcanine EX full art. That is a very gorgeous card. Lovely, lovely. If this is how they did every single one of the new full art Pokemon cards, I think people would have no problem collecting full art Pokemon cards. That is really gorgeous. Yeah, I think the full art Gyarados one is the one that's going for upwards of $20. So this is just the regular Gyarados EX. So it is not as big of a hit as I thought it was, but it's still really good. No complaints from me. This is about as good of a booster box as I could possibly hope for. The only thing that I'd want right now is maybe like some more illustration art cards, even regular ones, because we really only have gotten this Mabosstiff and the Chalk, and so only seeing two is kind of weird. I think we can get a little bit more than that. Can we break even? I don't know how much value we've pulled so far. Looking at the background, I would say we're probably right around $50 to $60, so the dream is alive. If we pulled the Miriam right now, we would definitely break even, but that's extremely unlikely. This is what I'm talking about. If you're looking to break even from Scarlet and Violet, it's not going to happen. You're probably going to get somewhere around $50 to $60 worth of value. And if you're looking to really make your money stretch with this set, then you're going to have to purchase singles. Maybe you can go on to eBay and look at some auctions and snipe the Miriam for an even cheaper price than what it's currently valued at. So that could be some true value right there. If you can get all of the Gardevoir generation cards, the Miriam, the Miraidon, Koraidon. Yeah, if you can get all of the chase cards for $100 to $200, I think that's significantly more affordable than trying to open up your own booster box. So who would open up a booster box? You gotta be someone like me, someone who's okay with not making back their value out of their booster box, right? You have to be someone that enjoys the pack opening experience, enjoy seeing all of these different Pokemon cards. I just enjoy sorting through my Pokemon cards on a Friday night. I find it very relaxing and soothing. If that's someone like you, then yes, go ahead, open up a booster box of Scarlet and Violet, see yourself the brand new Pokemon cards. You're gonna see some really cool stuff in here. The illustration art, we got ourselves the Kirlia. That is the biggest hit of today's video. This is not the most valuable card from today's pack opening, but it is in my heart. Can we do something even better? It looks like we got something back here. Professor's Research, but that Kirlia is very cool. Yeah, it's actually the cheapest of the three. We still want the Ralts and the Gardevoir EX, and hopefully we pull it inside of this booster box. We got 5 booster packs left. It could happen. There's no guarantee, but it could happen. If I can pull that Ralts right now, I would be the happiest collector on this side of the United States. So 5 more booster packs. We're going to be rushing through these. No point in keeping you guys around here longer than you need to be. Miraidon EX. Like I said, best possible booster pack for me would be a triple Miraidon EX booster pack. We pulled a booster pack with 2 Miraidon. One day I'm going to pull a booster pack with 3. And I'm just going to feel like I just pulled the Egyptian God cards or something like that. That's going to be really cool where... What am I talking about? Where I just pull all the best cards. That's what I want. Triple Miraidon. Alright, let's keep on going. 3 more booster packs to go. Can we pull another illustration art card? This is an insane booster box right now. No Miriam, no top chase cards, but that's okay. I'm just happy with the amount of pulls that we are getting. 2 final booster packs. We've pulled so far 3 illustration art card, which is a little bit low. So that could mean that this next 2 booster pack could have 1 more. If I can pull 4 illustration art, I think that's perfect. Today's pack opening was about as good as I could possibly hope for. Final booster pack. This is it. We're going to have some last pack magic. I am moving at the speed of light. I'm trying to crack open this booster pack as fast as I can and get a tally up for today's pack opening. Do we get anything good in our final booster pack? We got ourselves Miraidon. I know it's possible now. I know 100% it's possible. You can get a triple Miraidon booster pack where I pull a Miraidon, I pull a Miraidon, and I pull a Miraidon. That's what I'm looking for. We're going to get a Go-Goat, and in the back, we got Koraidon as our final holo rare. Alright, the final value of today's pack opening will now be on the screen. If you add in the additional bulks, you can get some decent amount of value inside of your booster box. But even then, did we break even? No, we did not. Did that surprise me? It did not. I did not expect to break even. You can't really expect to break even. I don't think the next Pokemon card set you can break even either. Looking at the cards inside of the set, there's some cool ones, but nothing that's going to reach the same level as the Giratina or the Lugia from the sets from last year. So Scarlet and Violet, still a lot of fun. There's going to be some chase cards from this set that I really, really want to get. If I can't pull them, then guess I have to purchase them on the secondary market, and that'll probably happen in a couple of months. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope your pulls for Scarlet and Violet were as good or better than mine, and I will see you guys next time.